Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Arena STL. This is going to be kind of a short show this week here on 4th of July week. And boy, after a exciting episode that we had last week with my guest Luke Miller, of course, things had to change. Things changed again for the Arena Football League. We were supposed to have not one, not two, not three, but 4 games. Let me be clear. We were supposed to have 4. Then, all of a sudden, on their social media pages, be like, well, we're going to get ready for the playoffs here with our 6 remaining teams. The other 2, though, the ones at the bottom that have no playoff chances, they will have their game after all. So, it was kind of an interesting thing. It's like, okay, I guess it didn't matter when it comes to seeding if any old teams win or lose, I guess. So the only game that happened last weekend, was between the Wichita Regulators against the Washington Wolfpack in Washington. Ever Washington, let me be clear. And it's kind of amazing here. Of all this time within that game, it's like, I could not believe what I was seeing, because throughout the weeks, we have said many ways how Wichita had the worst roster within the league. I repeat, the worst. And it was quite amazing. Wichita went over to Washington and they won. I could not believe what I was seeing. It was just amazing. It's like, where the heck was this team? It's like, did they sign some new players that I didn't even know about or something? Because it's like, this is how Wichita plays, and including when they played Orlando the week before, even though it was kind of close in the first quarter and it shouldn't have been. So, like I said, Wichita basically won. Well, I really can't call it the Tank Bowl, like, I don't know, 12 Bowl. We'll just say it's best of the worst. And here's the funny thing. Overall, record-wise, technically, Wichita had the better record. Wichita 2-6, Washington 2-7. Just playing one less game. Wichita has the best overall record out of the 2 worst teams in the Arena Football League. Seriously, like, you can't write this up. You seriously can't. And it was just quite amazing. Like I said before this, like, we were expecting 4 games, it became 1, and then finally we figure out what the playoff seedings are, and also finally where the Arena Bowl 33 is going to be played at here. And as it goes by Arena Football League, here's their press announcement. The Arena Football League is thrilled to announce that matchups, dates, and kickoff times for the 2024 playoffs, accumulated Arena Bowl 33, have been set. Over the next month, fans can look forward to thrilling games as our top teams compete for a championship title. By far, this is the most exciting time of the year, as teams have worked tirelessly all season to earn their spot in postseason play. The road to Arena Bowl 2033, dear Lord, will be jam-packed with entertaining matches between the top teams from the 2024 season, though technically one that, we'll get to this, the one that there's still one team still undefeated, but I digress. To ensure the best possible experience for our teams and fans, the league has scheduled a bye for all the playoff teams this week. As I mentioned earlier, this break provides the league and member teams an opportunity to execute an extraordinary and memorable playoff and championship experience. Exciting announcements are scheduled for this week. Be sure to stay connected via the league website. As I said, Wichita travels to Washington. Commissioner Jeff Fish said, facing adversity and overcoming challenges and reorganizing the league with one goal in mind, the playoffs. Congratulations to the entire ownership group whose collaborative efforts made this possible. Fisher continued, I'm looking forward to and honored to be a part of an extremely competitive, exciting playoff format. I sincerely appreciate the patience of our players, staff, and fan base as we're able to provide a glimpse of what the future holds. First round playoff action will begin Friday, July 5th, when the Orlando Predators host the Nashville Cats at the Kia Center. The second game of the weekend on July 6th will feature the Southwest Kansas Storm at the Salina Liberty at Tony's Pizza Event Center. and the entire AFL will be sent soon to be announced broadcast partner. That has already been announced. And it's actually quite surprising because, remember, this season was supposed to be, well, some of the games were supposed to be on the NFL Network, and that did happen due to, well, of course, the Lee Hutton situation. And I was like, okay, so playoffs are not on YouTube. Where's it going to be shown at? And actually, it's going to be shown on a sports network, the CBS Sports Network, which is kind of hard to get in a way. It's like in those higher levels of streaming choices, satellite cable or whatnot, but they are going to be broadcasted on CBS Sports Network. Of course, people know that also another alternative football league has some of their games on there, the CFL. So it's going to be kind of interesting. And as they mentioned before, the first game, and there hasn't been a Friday night game in a while for Arena in a while due to the whole situation a few weeks back. And that, of course, will be on Friday, July 5th at 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern. Nashville Cats at Orlando Predators. This is a competitive game here because Orlando, they actually were supposed to be like in the top two seeding, but they're now down there at Nashville. Like I said for many times the past few weeks, they are better than what the record is on paper. It's just that so different things. It's just like a lot of lost close games and such. So that's not bad to start for this weekend on a Friday, especially after the 4th of July. Then the second one, of course, is on Saturday, July 6th at 4 p.m. Eastern or 3 p.m. Central. The Southwest Kansas Storm faces the Salina Liberty. This, of course, is a multi-matchup between the in-state rivals within the Central Division of the Arena Football League. So, honestly, even though Salina is like the better, it's a coin toss when you face a division rival so many times already. So, this will be another competitive game. And just to remind everyone here, because it's not like one of those seeds where like, oh, this one wins here in this bracket, they go face the one seed and so on and so forth. It's already been predetermined, basically, between the Nashville and Orlando winner will be facing Billings the following week, and then Southwest Kansas and Salina will be facing Albany. So that's interesting in itself. Now, another thing, like I said, was announced that they finally announced the Arena Bowl 33 venue. And here's the press release here. And the Arena Football League, AFL, announces Arena Bowl 33 scheduled for Friday, July 19th, another Friday game, at the iconic American Dream Entertainment / Retail Center in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The 2024 series events will take place from Thursday, July 18th to Saturday, July 20th, 24. This signals the AFL's revival under new leadership. It promises a thrilling championship game alongside a lineup of exciting events that has yet to be announced, so that's going to be kind of interesting. American Dream is a must-visit destination featuring an extensive list of dining options, attractions, and retail, including a numerous flagship locations and immersive luxury shopping and dining experience. Quote here, we are ecstatic that the Arena Football League has selected American Dream as the host for Exonerating Championship Weekend, says Brian Gauss, Senior Vice President and General Manager of American Dream. We are eagerly anticipating the fast-paced action and high-impact play that will be felt throughout the venue as a new AFL champion is crowned and more dreams become reality at American Dream. This event further demonstrates that American Dream is a sought-after venue for major sporting events alongside its premier retail, dining, and attractions. One moment. The first major move of bringing in Jeff Fisher as the new commissioner, coupled with founding father Jerry Kurtz, in-house general counsel senior advisor, immediately stabilized the validity and credibility of the AFL, followed with several key front office additions. The league progresses quickly and demonstrates dedication to strong leadership and operational excellence. The Arena Football League is actively engaging with partners who share its vision for growth and community impact. While the league continues to embrace its roots in thrilling indoor football action, it also seeks to expand its reach and strengthen ties with local national business interests in various partnerships. Arena Football League Chairman Chris Chetty is enthusiastic about the venue selection and the league's direction, saying the American Dream venue embodies the vibrancy and energy that the new AFL stands for. It's the ideal backdrop for showcasing our revived league to the community and sports enthusiasts worldwide. The American Dream not only offers a fantastic setting for our Arena Bowl championship game, but also aligns perfectly with our vision in integrating high-energy sports, entertainment, with family-friendly and community-focused activities. Here is an image of the American Dream here. One moment. Show it again. As you can see, it's like a 3-level kind of area. Like, as I said, it's basically a shopping mall retail thing. But as you can see, they actually hold other sporting events there, like hockey games and such. If you saw there, they had a hockey ice rink there. Of course, they probably have skating events there. So it's kind of an interesting setup in a way, though I can understand probably why to do it that way. Because, like I said, this league has been in turmoil due to the whole Lee Hutton situation. Because, honestly, as I said before, Lee Hutton was probably, as a lawyer, scammed a lot of people. The owners, the players, and including the ones that own the train smart Chris Chetty. It's just amazing and disastrous of what happened through the season. But they seem to be finishing strong here, so it's going to be interesting. And the playoff games, this game will be also on CBS Sports Network. And of course, now with CBS Sports Network, it's going to be interesting because you would think they probably would get some revenue from this, from ads and stuff, because that's originally what the owners thought for the NFL Network. Then, of course, finding out that the Arena Football League was actually supposed to pay for their games to be on there, not getting any revenue back, and supposedly the others didn't even know that. Quite interesting. Though, interesting enough is also the ticket price for this. I'll say, let me show the image again here, because, as I said, it's like 3 levels here. And, of course, it's kind of interesting how they go with the levels here. Lowest price is $20, level 3, right at the top, standing room only for $20. $25 for level 2, standing room only. $50 for being seated on level 2. $50 field level right at the bottom of the field for $50, standing room only. And then the most expensive, $75 field level bleachers. Kind of interesting. Of course, the atmosphere is kind of interesting. The only way I can contemplate it or compare it to would be for those of us here that lived during the Attitude Era or the Monday Night Wars between WCW and WWF, WWE, now WWF at the time. It would be when the first Monday Night Nitro was at the Great American Ball in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And that's how it kind of looks like in a way. So it's kind of an interesting setup, but like it's different because remember, it was supposed to be at the Target Center. Now, of course, that was once again Lee Hutton's wife's team, Diane's. And pretty sure the Target Center didn't want to host again due to the whole debacle with the Minnesota Myth. So it's kind of interesting how that went, and I'm interested to see how this plays out, especially after the whole season, because it's going to be, like I said, difficult because they said they're trying to bring back stability. Organizations say, hey, we're still here, like people come invest and stuff and such. Another announcement that happened was because in the beginning of the year, Hubble ticketing agency, something kind of new that even I'm still confused about, was supposed to be the ticketing agency for the Arena Football League, and mostly they were going with the one team in Oregon, the Oregon Black Bears. They have since now said they are ending their partnership with them, which, okay. But they still said that they were going to still be the partner with the Oregon Black Bears, whether it's in the Arena Football League or not. And just a few hours ago, it seems like that the Oregon Black Bears will not, I repeat, will not be part of the 2025 season Arena Football League as a team. And like me, Josh, and Zach had said on past episodes, Oregon Black Bears probably would be a franchise that should still continue. Just the one problem with them is a venue, and the venue they chose, I know it's kind of like a county fair type thing, but the way they had it with having those cattle fences with just barely anything, not even a dasher board, it was just basically just have a simple like thing over it and not much padding, and you could just like hear the just go skin the metal. There's nothing to go bounce back off of it. So that wasn't good. Not at all. So that is disappointing. So now we wait till after change and just see what are they going to do, and like add any more teams or just keep what it is at right now, because some teams I do expect to be back. Unfortunately, here's the ones that I don't: Minnesota Myth, Oregon Black Bears, Iowa Rampage is gone, West Texas Desert Hawks is that one I kind of want to mention because they still say they still want to be in the season, but they directed people to another arena page, to another new Facebook page. So it's like, what are they doing here? And speaking of social media here, Arena Football League today announced all their new socials and stuff. And throughout the past weeks, especially between me and Zach, it's kind of weird because on Facebook, they do not. They have a page, but for some odd reason, it just wasn't working. Or like it's there, but they haven't posted on it for months. So I don't know, like it's my get, like Zach's kind of assumptions is like maybe someone lost a password or something, or could be something simple, could be something really stupid. And they now have a new Facebook page called The AFL. And then the other ones, of course, is the Arena Football League with YouTube, of course, already there. Official AFL on TikTok and AFL_USA on Instagram. That's their new socials. We already know what it is on X. So I'm glad they finally got their Facebook page. Well, they have to start over from scratch, but at least they have now a Facebook presence because they never had it through this entire year. So it's just going to be interesting what's going to happen here. Going to take a little bit of break, then we're going to discuss the Arena League.
Houston, we've triumphed. I've made it back to Earth with the cargo intact. The game-changing, time-sensitive payload is none other than the revolutionary energy flavor we've all been waiting for. Introducing Merc Mayhem Cherry Limeade. Merc Clan played a crucial role in securing this energy flavor, and together we've unlocked the future of power. Merc Mayhem is not just a drink, it's a statement, a fusion of relentless energy and bold flavor. The secret is out. Merc Mayhem is set to redefine the energy landscape, leaving ordinary drinks in its cosmic dust. Get ready for a taste explosion that matches Merc Clan's unparalleled power. Join the revolution, and let's unleash Merc Mayhem upon the world. Astronaut M signing off.
Yes, same great taste. Same great taste.
And we're back. Now comes to the Arena League. There were 2 games last week. First, the battle in Missouri. You had the Kansas City Goats versus the Ozark Lunkers. Of course, originally this game was supposed to be in Kansas City, but unfortunately, like during when me and Luke we discussed that apparently there were some arena issues, more to do with the flooring, like it had to get fixed. Wasn't for sure what caused the damage. It's like it was kind of interesting. So they decided to move the game into Springfield. And like I said, there for the game, tickets were half price. You got $10 for adults, $5 for kids. It was a pretty decent crowd. And for the Battle of Missouri for, I believe, the 3rd time, the Ozark Lunkers beat the Kansas City Goats 69-59, causing the Kansas City Goats to be no longer undefeated in the Arena League. And there was actually a quite interesting thing after the half of this game, and the Arena League put this on their social media, and I actually kind of like this for if leagues start doing this more. At the end of the half in Springfield, the KC Goats scored a touchdown after a double forward pass. The receiver was 6 yards past the line of scrimmage where he lateraled the ball to the passer of the touchdown. This is not a legal play. The touchdown will come off the board. Score is 42-32. So they identified there was this mistake. That touchdown was not supposed to happen and corrected the score. I kind of wish that other leagues would do this too, especially some other big ones. And it's kind of refreshing that, hey, there was a mistake. This wasn't supposed to happen. So therefore, we're changing the score back if that touchdown didn't happen. So I like that. And the Arena League is kind of showing like its innovation with stuff too. Though I am still wondering what changed because originally there was only supposed to be one official on the field, but there's still a few, though I wonder if just some arenas don't have those skybox type things, but I digress. Still pretty good. Ozark wins another battle, Missouri 69-59. Now, the Iowa and Duluth Harbor Monsters, though, the Iowa gets their first victory in the Arena League over Duluth, 41-22. And me and Luke last week had a conversation with this. There's only 4 teams. And pretty soon you get to know each other pretty well. And 9 times, like, if you had a battle out of 10, it's not going to be like all just one just going like 10-0 or something like that. It's just not possible. Sooner or later, you're going to get some teams that know each other and beat the ones that beat them more times already. And that's what happened. And congratulations to the Iowa getting their first victory in their franchise history. It kind of gets a little bit interesting now because as of right now, standings go KC Goats 4-1, number 1. Ozark Lunkers 3-1, number 2. Duluth Harbor Monsters 1-3 in 3rd place, and the Iowa 1-4. So it's going to get kind of interesting because this is past the midway point of their season. And right now, it's just seeding that they're going through right now. Because as of right now, if the playoffs were held today, both the Missouri teams will be holding a playoff game right now. So it's going to be interesting because things could happen a little bit differently. And KC, they lost. It's going to be kind of interesting how they're going to go because, like I said, you're at the top of the mountain. You're still on the top of the mountain, but you still got hurt with the analogy here. And this week, though, there's only one game, unfortunately, because there's, like, as I said through the victories here, some of them have played 5 games, others have played 4 games. And this week, you have the Duluth Harbor Monsters going to the Ozark Lunkers. So Ozark got the benefit with that whole deal with the Kansas City Goats and having two back-to-back home games that they weren't expecting. And for this one here, the Monsters and the Lunkers, I'm going to choose the Lunkers to win. And kind of interesting, though, like when I was going through the social medias here, like going through before the show, it's kind of interesting that for a new league and like that how they give stuff away in games, like here's like merchandise and stuff, season tickets and stuff for the following season. No, this Ozark, they're giving away a battery-powered golf cart, an actual regular-sized golf cart, battery-powered with lithium batteries. Because, like, how it is. Like, I can't remember the last time I seen a gasoline-powered golf cart in a while. So it's actually quite interesting because, like, Ozark, they already have a sponsor with Bass Pro Shop. That's pretty good, actually, and. So it's kind of interesting to see something that a giveaway. It's a battery-powered golf cart, a full-size golf cart with front seats, back seats, and everything. It's like, well, okay. It's like you're getting some good sponsors there, Ozark. Congratulations. Now, when it comes to, before we go, I need to announce my picks for the 2 playoff games here for the Arena Football League this weekend. Friday's game. Let's see. Nashville at Orlando. I kind of want some chaos. I'm going to choose the Nashville Cats over the Orlando Predators, and they will go to Billings there the following weekend. Southwest Kansas versus Salina. Going back and forth in my head because this can go either way. I'll go for the home team with this one, the Salina Liberty. And they will go and face Albany the following weekend if that happens. And just a reminder, the first playoff game on CBS Sports Network at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central this Friday night for that game. And then on Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central for the Southwest Kansas versus Salina Liberty. It's kind of interesting to have this type of football feel here right after the 4th of July. And I'll just say in St. Louis, looks like it's going to be a wet 4th of July for us here. So might be a delay of fireworks for the next day or two. Anyway, that's all we have for this short week here. This basically 4th of July week edition of Arena STL here. And hopefully we get some more interesting here. I will say one thing before I go. It's kind of interesting with the Arena League here. Duluth signed 7 new players that they announced on social media. They haven't all been announced on their social profiles yet, but it's like 7 new players. Interesting. And with it only being 4 teams, and it's just for seeding right now, hey, if you can find players to make your team better, why not? Anyway, thank you for joining me here on Arena STL, brought here on the Fuel Sports Network. Catch you next week.